will lead the contingent of Oilers to start the game. Nurse has been a stalwart all year long, and he'll be paired with Jake Woolman at the outset as we're underway. Winnipeg, second overall in the league standings, a chance to get to 100 points tonight. And he'll fling it down deep. The other key for Winnipeg, Louis, as I see it, is, you know, a lot of teams, when they have big years, they've been healthy. Brown trying to center, that was deflected. And we contrast that with the fact that on Sunday, Louis, we saw a Ranger team that had 10 different players from when we saw them in November.
There you go. That's the big difference right there.
Here's Skinner, 3-on-2. Wrist shot, scored! Jeff Skinner, his 12th of the year and his first goal in nearly a month. 1-0 Edmonton.
Getting more ice time, getting a look at the top line last game, and he's carried that over into this one. Hasn't scored in a bit, but this is a big-time shot. This is a zinger by Jeff Skinner. He's always been able to generate a lot of momentum on that wrist shot. It's why he's scored a ton of goals in this league. And he just catches Hellebuck a little bit outside and not ready for this release.
27 goals, 61 points coming in. Coughs it up. McDavid to Bouchard. Hyman off the rush. Denied by Hellebuck. Rebound, slap shot. And on a redirection, Hellebuck was able to make the save. Skinner gets it back and fires short side.
New jet, Luke Shen.
Cole Perfetti, a spinning play to Nemestikov from Oilers. A shot by DeMello off the right pad of Skinner. The rebound picked up by Perfetti. Deflected by Woolman a second time, and now played out to Josh Morrissey. Scheifele tried to go to Kyle Connor. Shot comes from a sharp angle.
I got Calvin Pickler with me too. He said he'd protect me tonight.
Yeah, sure he did. Here's a shot by Woolman. Deflected high in the air and a quick chance, and McDavid lined it off the goalpost. That beat Hellebuck. Just caromed off iron, and Nemestikov was able to nudge it back to the red line. Zach Hyman challenged Luke Shen. The Jets not only beat the Oilers on opening night, raced out to a 15-1 start. Best in the history of the NHL. Then, as if to prove it wasn't a fluke, they won 11 in a row. About 6 weeks later, shot off the rush and Barry on the rebound. Cole Perfetti. Skinner kicked it right to him, and Perfetti has tied the game with his 15th.
After that chance hitting the crossbar by McDavid, just the rush down the ice once again, and it's a nice little delay, but you're going to see Perfetti on the right-hand side, and he kind of just comes in a little bit late. Sandberg just throws it on net, and it's a pretty juicy rebound off.
Kyle Connor with 9. A lot of weapons. Scheifele walks it in. Taken by Ekholm, and then went off his stick, and Stuart Skinner decided to scoop it up.
Well, two teams that have tightened it up defensively in recent years and really buckled down, but not a whole lot of space on the ice tonight.
Reminiscent of a playoff series that we saw a couple of years ago. Centering pass intended for Skinner broken up, held in by Ekholm. And now McDavid back to Ekholm, who ripped one on net. A save made by Connor Hellebuck. Looking for his 40th win of the season tonight. He would join Ryan Miller as the only U.S.-born goalies to win 40 games in a season twice. Bouchard shot. Here's McDavid. Out wide against Perfetti. And then through Miller. Centering, and Skinner right there, and he scores! Jeff Skinner's got both. Set up by McDavid, whose point streak is now at 13. Skinner's not sure he made contact with the puck. He says, "It's yours, Connor."
This puck deep into the zone on an outlet pass from Darnell Nurse. He gets the wheels going. He's been doing this from the start of this game. And this time he gets to the round the net, puts it right to where Skinner is. And it was Oilers that was in the position trying to take Skinner away. And this one finds its way in the back of the net. But I mean, Skinner being there, no question, forces Oilers to make a defensive play. And he gets a bounce. He still does shovel right through, maybe through the stick.
Arvidsson will hammer it in. Nary a shot on goal for Edmonton on the power play. Just one in the 2 chances they've had. And now Niederreiter, fresh out of the box, centers, tipped home, and this game is tied. The finish by Josh Morrissey. And Niederreiter, right out of the box, put it in Morrissey's wheelhouse. 2-2.
Haven't generated a whole lot with the man advantage. Obviously, Leon Draisaitl out of the lineup is a big loss, but just haven't been able to get traction in the offensive zone and find that chance they're looking for. This is a beautiful pass from Niederreiter. Puts it right on the tape of Morrissey, who recognizes a breakdown. He gets up the ice, beats everybody to that spot on the backhand side. And he's got to be strong because it's a rocket coming across from Niederreiter.
Some Oilers felt like it left the playing surface. Instead, it's Mark Scheifele gathering himself for Winnipeg. Cross ice, Kyle Connor, wrist shot, top shelf, and a save made.
It results in the goal.
Here's a quick chance for Kyle Connor off the draw. And that went underneath the glove and bounced just wide as Nurse this time unable to hold it in. Scheifele, beautiful look. Kyle Connor, reach out, save, Skinner off the rush.
By screen in the high slot by Nugent Hopkins. There's the chance by Connor.
David for the third. Edmonton is shorthanded for the first minute 45 of this third period. Obviously, those two players not necessarily a factor on the PK, but most certainly over the boards after a PK. For the remainder of tonight's game, one-timer healed wide by Tanev, redirected, wrapped around, and Skinner recovered in time. Swept just wide of Tanev as Winnipeg buzzes. Hayden Fleury a shot, redirection, rebound off the post. Tanev then tucked it home on the back end, and his first goal since returning.
Well, I mean, this puck was at the net 2 times, and then it was like a swarm. The Winnipeg Jets just continued to jam away. This one off the bar, couldn't finish it off, but he has the second opportunity that he jams home. And this puck, just a little knuckle bouncing one that comes into Stuart Skinner. He can't handle it. It's the first shot that's deflected twice en route, and Tanev is right there on the doorstep.
Exploded on him, and Ekholm will chip it in for Nugent Hopkins. Now with a new twig, Scheifele still, the puck behind him, and a save by Hellebuyck on Podkolzin. Vasily Podkolzin breaking in on Hellebuyck, only to be denied. But he got a good bounce that time. Off the draw, and that was whipped off the crossbar by Perfetti. And Winnipeg has gotten to 3. Steal by Adam Henrique. He's been around it all night. Wallman to Nurse. Shot. Rebound, score. Hyman ties it.
Front of the net. This is just good activation. Henrique off the bench gets this puck. It's the shot from Nurse, redirected first right there by Zach Hyman. He picks up his own garbage. Doesn't allow Hellebuyck to get a piece of this one clean. He can't handle it, drops in front of him, and he bashes it home. Get the puck to the net, have a presence. Edmonton has pushed for about 4 or 5 shifts in a row.
I've seen Winnipeg as aggressive as they've looked in the regular season, and now 2-on-1 shorthanded. Brown and Henrique. Brown shoots, save, Hellebuyck. Now Kulak. Ekholm. And he'll fire it down the middle of the ice, and will play overtime. And that was on Sunday night. Off the draw, Nugent Hopkins and Hyman out there with, of course, no McDavid and Draisaitl. Joined by Evan Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins trying to take Ehlers to the hole. It was bumped off his stick, and here come the Jets. Ehlers taken down. This time, no penalty. Nugent Hopkins has Hyman one-timer. Save, Hellebuyck.
Create that chance right here. Heads up, a beautiful pass across, right over the stick. The one-timer doesn't get all of it, but he gets enough height on it.
With Wallman leads to a steal by Morrissey. Wallman's going to be replaced by Bouchard as Morrissey hits the line. Scheifele. Kyle Connor, wrist shot, score! And the Winnipeg Jets win it 4-3 in overtime on Kyle Connor's 37th of the year.
Yeah, and it's a zinger. And, you know, this is why he's such an elite goal scorer and has scored more than 26 goals in each of the full seasons he's played in the National Hockey League. It's from distance, but he never tells when he's going to shoot that puck. Once he locks it in place on the stick, he can shoot at any moment. and it's really hard to read when he's going to release that puck. He looks up, he sees a little bit of a screen. If he sees light of day, he's taking that shot, and it's a little flyby, and he just threads it through. It's the quick release that catches Calvin Pickard on the blocker side, and the Jets pull this one out. What a game.
Scheifele and Morrissey with the assist.